EVE Online is a famously unforgiving game. A hellscape in which earnest and naive new players are regularly dashed against the space rocks. A galaxy where violence, loss, and brutality are the order of the day, every day. But the truth is that EVE has not only gotten much prettier in the 2 decades since its release, it's also gotten much more approachable. New pilots are no longer thrust into the void with little more than a rookie ship and a pat on the ass. The new player experience is the best it's ever been, and mechanics like the career starter agents, the air opportunity system, and the daily login rewards will happily shower new pilots with interstellar credits and a veritable armada of ships. These are all good things. But where then is the harsh and unforgiving EVE that us old hands remember? Where is the desperate scramble for resources in an uncaring universe that is loath to hand over its riches? Where is the version of EVE in which every new encounter is an act of discovery and every wreck a potentially game-changing opportunity? Where a battleship or a faction cruiser is a goal so lofty that few dare aspire towards it? Is this game still buried within? Is it still possible to play EVE Online like it's 2003? Well, let's find out. This is Bill. Bill is a young pilot in the galaxy of EVE Online's New Eden. Bill wants to build a Cynabal and join the Angel Cartel, but there are a few obstacles in Bill's path. We've skipped the tutorial. We won't be doing the tutorial, we won't be doing the career agents, we won't be doing the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc or the air career paths. We won't be doing any of those things that are designed to make it easier for people to get into the game. We're doing this entirely by our own bootstraps. There are 3 driving goals behind this challenge. Join the Angel Cartel, build a Cynabal, get to Zarzak. The bill of materials for a Cynabal is as follows. 648,000 titanium, 216,000 pyrite, 43,200 mexilon, 12,000 isogen, 1,800 noxium, 1,200 zydrine, 600 megasite, 4 SR trigger Neuralink conduits, 4 GO trigger Neuralink conduits, 60 auto integrity preservation seals, 30 life support backup units, and presumably a partridge in a goddamn pear tree. All the minerals from titanium through megasite we know we can get by just reprocessing modules we loot along the way. And if we fall short, we can always mine the rest from conventional belt asteroids. But what about those last 4 things? The Neuralink conduits, the preservation seals, the backup units? Well, it turns out, each of these is itself a manufactured product that we'll have to build from its own BPO. The BPOs, of course, we'll buy from NPCs, and they're not cheap. So now let's look at the materials we'll need to build out these BPOs before we can even start building our BPC. That's right, we'll need super tensile plastics, nanites, test cultures, and viral agents, all of which come from planetary interaction. And we'll need these other 6 things on the left here, each of which is produced not from a BPO, but from a reaction formula. Thankfully, we can buy reaction formulas from NPCs, and they are, by comparison, relatively affordable, but each of these reactions has, obviously, its own set of ingredients, which look like this. I promise I'm not messing with you. In addition to gas and data site loot, that is 7 more reaction formulas and BPOs, each of which has their own set of ingredients. But we've come this far, so here it is. Yes, that's moon goo and 2 more BPOs. We're gonna have to ninja mine someone else's moon at some point. Oh, and those 4 fuel block BPOs also require more planetary interaction miscellany and ice products. So, in total, this is it. This is what building a Cynabal looks like. I've laid out an accounting of all the materials we're going to need for the full process, grouped by how we'll obtain them. We will need to acquire a Cynabal BPC by reaching the required standing with the Dominations and completing the Angel Sound Epic Arc, obtain standard minerals through loot reprocessing or belt mining, harvest some gas, mine some ice, ninja mine a moon, set up planetary interaction, scan and hack an unknown number of data sites in search of random specific loot drops, earn 570 million ISK from bounties to get the BPOs and reaction formulas, then consolidate all of these materials into one location and finally start performing the requisite reaction and manufacturing steps. Most of these steps can be performed in any order, but many of them will have sub-goals and side quests tied up in completing them, like, for example, Before we can find our gas sites, we're going to need to build a probe launcher and some scanner probes, which will require new BPOs. And before we can huff the gas, even after we found it, we'll need to build gas cloud harvesters and probably a venture too, which is more BPOs. Oh, and the venture BPO is only sold in Outer Ring, which can only be reached by traversing through Sov Null or wormhole space. Frankly, we're going to end up needing a number of different ship hulls to complete all these tasks, and we're going to start needing them pretty soon. But to start, we have this. Here it is, building a Cynabal's Minmatar Reaper. It comes equipped with a civilian afterburner, a civilian autocannon, and a civilian miner. So basically, in spaceship terms, we are running around naked with a sharpened stick. But at least it was free. We've got 5,000 discs in the bank, and we're going to proceed from here. Basically, like so. Oh, our 4 DPS is actually making quick work of these guys. Another gun! We're really going to run into ammo problems, though. We are going to need to buy an ammo blueprint pretty soon.